Okie dokie, we finally make it to the last companion tier list, and this one is the Witchdoctor one. You can probably tell from the title, but I assume you can't read, so, yeah, here we are. Anyhow, let me quickly explain this. So pretty much I wanted to understand how well some people believe like some companions are, so I made a poll and then posted it around places to see how people would vote and how high some characters would get. And pretty much they were able to vote on scale from 10 to 1. So 10 being like, oh, they're super good and broken, and 1 being, oh, they're super trash and broken in the fact that no one wants to use them. So yeah, that I averaged out the numbers of the votes, and pretty much now here we are with all of these results. So yeah, let us begin. We start off in F- tier with Old Scuttles, which yeah, he sucks pretty much. He's the only like Witchdoctor companion I believe that can't learn Mojo Echo, and he's able to learn Mojo Rising instead, which is just dumb because none of these guys can learn Mojo Rising for some reason besides Epop, whatever. I used to be able to recite his name by heart, but now I can't seem to do it, which is sad. But pretty much, yeah, Old Scuttles, he sucks, and yeah, even though he's the only person, he doesn't have Mojo Echo. He can't chain, he doesn't do much damage, and his ability to summon was called Another Henchman, I believe. I don't know. It's one of those yellow companions with the yellow backgrounds. It's summoned, and then you get extra character that you can't control. It's that thing. I don't know what it's called. I don't think Pirate101 actually gave a proper terminology. I think it's an ally or something on the lines of that. But I don't care enough to what's it called? Look it up, and I don't care too much to redo that bit. So we're moving on to the Shishi Necromancer. Yep. So pretty much he's the same thing as the Hermit Crab, pretty much, except he gets Mojo Echo and some better epics, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that makes sense why he's all the way up here. And also I realized the reason probably why the crab's lower is the Hermit Crab guy is because he doesn't have, what is it called? I believe it's, oh yeah, and I just realized, the reason why the Hermit Crab is pretty much an F tier is also the fact that I believe he doesn't have much range, which makes sense, yeah, because otherwise he can't attack that far, he can't summon that far. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Shishi Necromancer has a bit more range. I'm not fully sure, but I'm not fully sure on the next characters, because, yeah, they're pretty weird, and I haven't never used them yet. But all of these guys, I'm pretty sure, I'm not fully sure about what's it called, Flambe, but they're all melee witch doctors. I know Dr. No is guaranteed. This guy, he uses a melee companion's model, and I'm not fully sure if this guy is melee or not. But pretty much, yeah, all these guys are close combat, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they can't really do much because their main thing is like, the thing is, witch doctors have trouble attacking without powers because they have absolutely terrible accuracy, and they can also fizzle. So it's pretty much like a super rare chance that they're able to attack, and then chaining is a big deal because a normal character is able to chain super easily, but for a witch doctor, nuh-uh, because you got like a 50% chance of actually hitting the opponent and continuing it with like a 35% chance. So it's like a gamble with being able to chain your opponent and all that stuff. So, yeah, that makes sense why they're all super low, especially because they're close combat, because they're not really good at that. And they also have low dodge, so that even makes it worse. Now we move on to C tier, which we have Mormo's counterpart all the way down in C tier. I'm surprised because like Mormo's super good, but yeah, it's probably because he doesn't have Mojo Storm, which is the reason why Mormo is so good. Because yeah, Crown Chop counterparts of the Skull Tavern companions don't a power for some reason, even though like nearly every other was called Crown Chop counterpart gets it. But yeah, he's down all the way here. I'm surprised Gore's down here since he's like an actual goodish, I'd say, pack companion. I'm not fully sure. I haven't used him, but I know the bear companions are usually like at least B tier, but I'm surprised he's a C. Below a character that I find absolutely shocking managed to make it all the way up to C tier. Yes, Nurse Quinn! That's exactly who it is. Yes, I know. Nurse Quinn. The infamously worst companion managed to make it into C tier, and that's because a lot of people voted her as a 10 as a joke. But guess what? That's how democracy works. She's all the way up here. Her and her dumb face. All the way up here. Yup, indeed. I know. She's absolutely absolutely useless. She gets an epic that she literally can't level up, which is just dumb. First strike, yeah. She gets first strike 1 and can't like increase that, and she gets all these other good epics, but doesn't use it well because it's like, oh, you're able to chain. Well, that doesn't matter if you can't hit your opponent and do barely any damage because, yeah, she can't do damage either. And she doesn't even get to summon an ally. Yeah, she only is able to like heal, which is not the best. Or companions are better than that. I mean, Nadia is absolutely like F tier, even because she's like a melee privateer. It's the horse gypsy character who also has ruse, except she's a privateer, unlike this absolutely terrible witch doctor. But she sucks so much, basically, to the point where pretty much D tier companions can replace her, and it would be considered a good option. But she made it to C tier, so yeah, that's about it. And we move on to B tier, which we have Epop Orc and yeah, I managed to remember it this time. That's good. And also a Snake Ophidian Flame Dancer, not a Snake Ophidian. It's just an Ophidian Flame Dancer, which I never used Epop Orc cause yeah, Crown Chop, and I believe he can chain well, and that's about it. I mean, he has the power, Poisonous Assassin's Gloom or something along the lines of that. It promotes as no, it doesn't, Assassin's Mist, that's what it's called. I gotta get the right terminology so I don't make him seem broken. But yeah, that goes well with spoopiness since it requires spoopiness, and the higher spoopiness, the more damage it does. Technical stuff, pretty much. So he's good use in technical situations, but other than that, he's not super good. And, the Ophidian Flame Dancers I actually used because it's actually good because it has the power Bone Drake attack. I'm not fully sure what it's called, but it's pretty much the rat ghost thing and zombie ghost thing. It's the final version of that. It makes the opponent bleed, and it does a whole bunch of damage, especially when she's like super boosted by spoopiness. So yeah, she's super good for in some scenarios, but most of the time she sucks because other than that, she's pretty much useless. I mean, you can give her like improved mojo, blast, a bunch of that, but she actually doesn't have one epic. Yeah, she's only has 3 epics at the cost of her having a super good power and also having some talent. Pretty much she's extra spoopy, so it does extra damage, and I can make this bit extra annoying as I skip all the extra stuff I should probably talk about her, because I realize this video is probably going to get extra long, because the last one got extra long because I did something weird. I don't know why. I guess I went over every companion rather than just giving my quick ideas. So yeah, Kakarius Grimtooth, not the best companion, only, like, he's good some scenarios. I used him personally, and he needs more range, and he needs better, no, he's good at attacking, he just needs more range. He only has, like, 3 range, 3.5 range, I don't know the exact number, but he sucks, that's about it. And we move to the most inconsistent character, Hoodoo Cornelius, which is the god of RNG. Yeah, pretty much he has the ability to repeatedly attack the opponent until he misses, which is really good sometimes if you like boost his accuracy and stuff, because he just basically OHKOs characters through just repeatedly wailing at them. But he can be like super bad if you don't use the right setup, because as you know, he's a Witchdoctor with low accuracy, so if you don't set up like accuracy boosts and stuff, he'll pretty much just be useless and miss that attack that chains if he has extra accuracy and hits every time. So yeah, pretty much the most RNG based character is right over here in A tier. Now we move on to the 2 good actual Witchdoctor companions, being Mormal and Old Scratch. Yeah, pretty much Mormal can dish out a whole bunch of damage if properly boosted by Old Scratch's spoopy boosting shenanigans. But yeah, we have the most broken companion here, Old Scratch, which surprisingly got the same score as Chantel, which I'm surprised by. But pretty much, yeah, he's able to make any Witchdoctor, no, not even Witchdoctor, most classes OP through boosting their spoopy stats, basically making specific powers like absolutely broken. He's a character that gets banned in PvP almost 99% of the time, and pretty much everyone thinks he should be nerfed, even though he got the same score as Chantel. I'm surprised about that, but yeah, he's broken, that's about it. Oh wait, I realized that's not about it. I need to do a clap outro. 3, 2, 1, ha-bah!